Right now, 1/3 of registered nurses in Michigan with active licenses are choosing not to work as a nurse. That's according to the Michigan Licensing and Regulatory Affairs. Through school partnerships, the American Nurses Association Michigan hopes it encourages more people to get into the field of nursing as the state faces a shortage of nurses.
We currently have a nursing shortage here in Michigan.
Bridget Leonard is the president of the American Nurses Association Michigan. She says the pandemic added to this shortage.
We're finding that younger nurses are not necessarily staying at the bedside. The average nurse is around 45 to 50 years of age, and so they're starting to retire. And unfortunately, it's hard for us to backfill.
Leonard says it's time to look at different ways to attract people to this field, like maybe loan forgiveness programs for people going to school to become a nurse.
We need to look at, what's happening on your unit. What does your unit need? Not necessarily what does everybody need.
James Walker is a registered nurse in northern Michigan. He's also on the board of the Michigan Nurses Association. Walker says the reason nurses don't want to work in the healthcare system is because of working conditions.
They're working extra shifts. They're burnt out. And that creates a feedback loop where ultimately some people will leave because they just can't do it anymore.
Walker believes legislation in Lansing needs to be passed to address the nurse-to-patient ratio.
The Safe Patient Care Act, which would establish mandatory minimum ratios across hospitals across the state, limit the number of hours that you can work, and require transparency laws, would help to bring a lot of those nurses back to the bedside.
The Safe Patient Care Act was introduced in both the Michigan House and Senate. Back in May, the Michigan Nurses Association called on lawmakers to pass this legislation. Leonard tells me, though, that she agrees with these bills, but thinks that there should be not a set standard across all hospital systems.